しいママからのプレゼント気に入らなかったのか？
いいの。
何がいいのかな？
私は子供じゃない。早く大人になるの。ぬいぐるみなんて私にはいらないわ。だから私を見て。ママ、お願いだからママをやめないで。一緒に死んでちょうだい。ママ、
escape before it's too late.
Courtney is deep in a practical tech bootcamp, becoming a software engineer.
If your business kept on employees through the pandemic, Innovation Refunds can see if it may qualify for a payroll tax.
Don't have time to build an online presence in real estate? Go to Playster.com and check DIFM Content Pro.
let me kind of explain this in a way that might be easy. Hold on. Okay, so the way that I'm programming my own custom language is through, hold on, let me pause the music here. Ooh. Sorry, I was typing because I'm not feeling, my nose is kind of stuffy right now. But the way that I'm making kind of like my own programming language, in a sense, is I'm using another programming language to make a programming language. So with how weird that sounds, that's what I'm doing. So the way I'm doing it though is I'm using TypeScript as the back end / front end of the language for itself. So let's say, so the basic way that you have to write a language is first you need to lex all of your like all of the words, right? So everything in here is being tokenized. So, and that's where your lexer comes in. So your lexer will tokenize everything. So if we look inside the lexer that I have, right? It's kind of messy. I have to reformat it. But the lexer, as it says right here, is responsible for producing the tokens that's generated from your source file, which is our source file. So it reads through all of this and sees, okay, is this a valid token, right? So if it sees that this is a valid token, we will just shift over it, so ignoring it. So all these tokens that we have in here, right, are all valid tokens. So, and then we also have certain keyword tokens that we're not allowed to define, such as we have const, func, which stands for function, async, if, else, elif, then, return, array, while, for. So all these keywords are reserved keywords. So if you try and use them as like a function name, it won't allow you to use them. And then let's say that we accidentally forget a bracket. Let's say on line 29, we forget to close off this bracket here. This line variable that you see here, right? Well then, so whenever we're lexing something, we are also checking our AST, which is our abstract syntax tree, which basically gives logic to everything. So the way that this works is that we're defining our comparisons, our literals, our expressions, and our statements, and we're giving them values. So like a var declaration or variable declaration has a kind of variable declaration, but it also has a constant, right? It has an identifier, and it has a value. So its constant would be its would be the constant in the variable declaration. Then we would have the identifier, which is the name of that variable, and then we have the value, so whatever you give that value, right? So once we pass through this, what would happen is, let's say that now we accidentally forgot this bracket here, but the lexer doesn't know that this is a missing bracket. So now what the parser does is it then takes your logic and adds to it. So this is basically the structure of everything. So if we go to, that's a function, correct? Yes. So now if we go to our function here in our parser statement, what this is going to do is this is going to set up how it looks, right? So we see that, okay, first what we're going to do is we're going to go to our statement. I believe it's in our statement. Yes, it's in our statement. And we're going to say, okay, if we see the token type of func, right, then we're going to return a function, or we're going to return this variable function, so the parse function, right? So now what we do is now we set up this. So this is where it knows what's actually going on. So this is where the logic is given. So as you can see, we eat the function keyword because now we recognize, okay, this is a function, right? And now we give it the option of async. So if you want to have your function as an async function, then you can either have async or you don't need it. It's not required. So it just helps it run better in the background. That's what it does. So then what we do is now we have our name. So what is the name of the function? And the name is the identifier token, right? So if we don't have the name, it will then say expected function name in the error, right? So now what we do is then we pass our arguments with the parameters, right? And if we go to parse args, what parse args is doing is it's defining the open and close parentheses. So it's saying, okay, we're expecting an open parentheses now, right? And then if we have a concept args that is equal to the token type of close parentheses, then that means or it's an array or it's of the argument list. So if we go down to our argument list, which is right here, we can see that now, okay, now we're passing arguments, right? And now we're going to push the arguments and we can separate them by a comma. So now if we go back up to our function here, we can ignore that. That's not working, right? So now since we defined our args and we have this, which says that it expects parameters inside of the function, right? An identifier inside the function parameters. Then we're going to push the params, right? So that's just saying that now we're going to tokenize, or now we're going to push them so that so that it can be skipped over per se. So then what you do now is then you define the open bracket. So this is your body. So the body is a statement array, or it's null, right? Or not null, but undefined. So now we say that now we have a while loop saying, okay, is it the end of, if it's not the end of line and there's no closing bracket, then we're going to push the body, right? And then after we do that, then we're going to look for a closing bracket. Now we're going to create a const of function, return our body, our name, our parameters, our async, and our kind. And then we're going to return function, right? So this is basically, is giving it structure. This right here will give the structure of setting up your function. So let's say that we run this and we should get an error on line 25 expecting a close bracket because of that last line in there. So now if we run this, we see, oh, hold up, something's wrong here. Uncaught read parameters, undefined reading line, parse until end of file. Did I write something wrong by chance? Or did I just mess up by accident? No? Okay. So, normally, what it will do, let's show it with a semicolon. Because semicolons, after variable declarations, you don't need a semicolon. Oh, my nose is stuffy. Yeah, okay. This is what we were supposed to get. So I have to fix that. But it will give you an error saying, okay, we have a parser error, unexpected token found during parsing on line 8. Okay, it's not line 8. I don't know why it's looking at line 8. That's weird. Of type semicolon. I have to go through and fix that logic. But you see the idea behind it. And now, after we do that, and then we go into our interpreter. Our interpreter will then give, not really give, but it will point to the logic behind it. So if we find our, oh, my nose is stuffy. If we now go down to, where is it? Our function. Function declaration. We see that our AST type of function declaration will return the eval function declaration, right? So now, if we go to this, we see that the function declaration, now we're giving it logic so that we're able to actually read it. So, right, we see, okay, we're giving it a type of function. We're saying that the name is equal to the declaration.name, so whatever you're giving the name of it. And then we have our parameters, right? We're setting the parameters, we're setting the environment, async, and same with the body. And then all we do is return the variable name and the function, and return as true. So that's, there's a bit more to it. There's more behind the scenes. This is just basically expressions. It does the same thing, but just for like expressions. So what's the expression we have in here? Really none, actually. Ooh, that's not good. Minus equals. So like, or expressions. So our or operations, our and operations. This is where I decided to handle it. You can handle it in the statements if you want, or you can just write them directly into your interpreter. I think it's cleaner to kind of have them separate. So that's just my view on that. And then this is our tracer. So this is where, like, whenever you see, so let's say that we want to show what the parser of function looks like. So now what we do is I want to say trace function declaration names, body, and parse. Params. Oh, so expected one argument. So let's do it like this. Boom. Alrighty. So now if we run, not OBS, now if you run it, we'll see that we now get our function declaration, this, and this. So, but if you want to see the actual syntax tree of it, what we have to do is, instead of trace, use console.log, because this is a custom function that, if we look, will only return the objects per se. So if you want to see the actual structure of it and what it looks like, right, let's go into here. Oh, wait, what? Why did you not work too? Normally, hold up. Let's console log the function, maybe. Log func. There we go. Okay. So if we look now, so you know how we put everything into functions in our test script, right? So now what's going on is that, let me actually expand this here. Let me close this. Let me expand this so it's a bit easier to read. And let me turn on acrylic so you can see it a bit better. Defaults, appearance, enable acrylic, save. There we go. So now you can see it a bit better, it's easier to see. So as we can see, we have different functions here. So every time you see body, it's a different function. So we see kind, it's function declaration, function declaration. So we see that the first function declaration here is of type while statement, right? So then we have our condition, which is less than or equals expression. We have our left, we have our right, and we have our operation. And then we have the body of the while statement, right? And then we have the name. We have our parameters, which is min and max, and the async is true. And our kind is there. So same thing for the for loop as well. We see that it's a for statement. We have our identifier of I, our kind, which is our var declaration. Then we have our value. We have our constant, which is false, right? Then we pass in our condition, and then the body, right? And then the name, the parameters, and so on and so forth. So this is what the parser sees. So now we gave it structure, and now the parser can understand it. And from there, we would just go on, and let me actually dock this to the side, as well as this one. Yes, got it. First try. As well. So that's the basic structure of it. There's a lot of good videos on YouTube that kind of explain the process of making it. And obviously you can use any language you want. You don't have to use TypeScript. You can use Python. When I was researching this, I found there was a tutorial series that kind of like shows you how to do it in Python, which I thought was kind of cool. It's definitely like a cool project to try and do. It's a lot of fun, but it is also a pain in the butt, largely because of the factor that strings and arrays are really hard to add in. Because a way that so I have like the way to set up an array. So I have the parser logic done. So let's say let's add in a array, right? So the way you add an array in Quill is you would have the array identifier. So we have array, then we have our name, which is going to be test array. But then you just call it like this. So this is a valid way to get the array. So now if we go into our parser, and I'm going to search Actually, I don't need a search. I believe. Parse array literal. So now, let's make this a const of array is equal to this, and then we want to return array. Okay, so now if we console.log the array, we can see that now we have this. I forgot to get rid of the console log. So now we can see that the array parser, so parsing the array will work. And we can see that so we have a name of test array, our elements are 1 through 10, and it's a kind of array literal, right? Now,
Hey, it's Connor.
hello. Hey, what's up,
Hi.
Moose? I am streaming at the moment, just to let you know. Just want,
Okay.
just letting you know. But so the parser for the array logic works. The problem is I can't figure out how to get the interpreter of the array to actually work because we have the identifier. So actually, let me.
Oh, how are you guys?
Good, and you?
We're good, thank you.
Me too, man. Thanks. What are you guys working on?
Well, I am currently streaming me working on my custom programming language that I'm making.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, this is
Good luck, man.
Thank you. This is the syntax for it.
Okay. Okay. Are you? Okay. I see. Nice, man.
Yeah, I have to change the iteration. So this is the for loop iteration. Normally, for C at least, it would go up here. So it'd be like I++, but I couldn't. I don't know. This is kind of growing on me a little bit.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
And Moose, what are you working on?
I am not working on it.
Oh, okay.
So are you programming your own language? Yes, I am programming my own language. It's kind of cool, but really complicated at the same time. This was more of a fun project that I decided to do.
What about you? What are you working on?
I'm nothing. I'm doing nothing.
You set the keybind to.
Yeah,
I'm trying to downloading Pygame, but I don't know. It's really, I don't know. It's not working.
Okay.
Have you?
I don't know anything about code. I know the basics.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
Actually,
Nice, man. Good luck.
let's try
Thank you.
and get arrays to work. Because as we can see, we have everything else working. So let's try and add in.
Unity.
Let's try and add in.
Sorry?
arrays.
Didn't hear you.
Yes.
Oh,
hold on.
fuck. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna. No, I may leave the VC. Wait, let me turn them down. So they're kind of loud. Alright. Let me turn back on the music because it was quite actually.
Oh, Puni. Shama.
Can you still hear the music?
Yo, how are you, man?
Let's go into our function declaration here. Get rid of.
I can't hear you that well, man. Or is it my headphones?
Okay.
Wait, let me fix it.
Oh, yeah, it's better.
So we don't want to return that.
Okay.
But let's return a type
What
of...
the? I think
No.
my headphones are going to die.
Oh,
I need to get a new one. I think it is fine now.
Then we're going to return the AST node as a array.
I'm already using a pretty cheap headphones.
okay.
Let's go to eval array literal.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to download Pygame. You know Pygame?
Yeah, it's a framework for making games in Python, right?
Yeah, but I don't know what to download.
Oh.
Okay,
I know.
I think it's a.
So
I think it's a pip package.
yeah, so if you go into your console or terminal, I use terminal for Windows. If you go into your terminal and say pip install Pygame, it will install Pygame.
Okay. So you see, there's I got it. I already got it.
Oh.
If I go to, for example, PyCharm.
It's different in PyCharm. In PyCharm, you have to go to your extensions and add it in PyCharm. If you use like Visual Studio, you can select which interpreter you use. In PyCharm 2, you also have to change the interpreter to your local interpreter, not the interpreter in PyCharm.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
So in here I got. Okay. So it's, I don't know why it says I have an arrow, and
You need to change the interpreter, I think.
what do I have to tell? I didn't hear, sorry.
Change the interpreter.
You need to set the interpreter in VS Code.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
So do Control-Shift-P.
Control-Shift-P.
Okay, look up interpreter or Python, and then do space interpreter.
Space this one? It's German, so
Yeah. Okay, and then select the local machine one. So the global one.
this one.
Global.
Global, the second one.
The second one.
Okay.
There you
Oh
go.
my god, I love you, man. I tried to do this so long, and oh my god, I love you.
No worries. Anytime.
Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck? It was that easy. I tried to make it with like two days or something. I saw every single tutorial. What the fuck?
So
Yeah,
let's do
nice.
export. If I could.
Why are you trying Pygame?
Export.
I don't know. I want to
Eval rate literal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going to a new school after this year. Going to a new school for programming. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So we have the
For
elements.
programming.
like
So
it's not really focused on
return
programming.
the array dot
There's a
elements. Dot map the value of the elements, and then we want to return values as values.
oh my god, what the fuck? Academic subject. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I don't know. There's a like a programming school. Yeah.
But since we have the name, we also need to return the name. Name is equal to
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
the
It's a Pong game.
array dot
Oh, I see.
name.
Okay, so wait,
Try
now,
changing the speed. Try changing the speed of the Pong.
speed. Oh yeah. 0.1.
We don't. We're not questioning name. We're passing name in our parser.
Oh god. Like that.
Uh-oh. What the? I think it is not that.
Okay.
I can't hear you, man. You're very
Try
quiet.
changing the window size. Try changing the window size.
Oh, the window size, okay. Size. Make it bigger or smaller, what do you say?
Make it bigger.
Okay,
Const.
6.
It's a comment, I think.
Array. And then let's return the array.
Oh my god.
But
It's an array.
return env.
I'm only watching it. Movement. Let's see. Oh shit, that's
Direct text and any like 3D library by game.
It's kind.
Oh, what do you
String
say? Sorry.
body. The body can either be
By game.
a expression
I'm very sorry, your voice a little bit.
Or-
that's my. Is it my headset or are you hearing this too?
no.
Oh, okay, nice for that.
Oh. What's wrong?
Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Hey, Dev Corner. What are you doing?
I am streaming and also making my own programming language.
Nice.
Why can't we pass in argument of type string?
Where you from, the Deaf Connor?
I am from the US.
Oh, nice.
Nope.
Puneet
Not.
Sharma, man. You're from India, right?
Ah, okay. We don't have a value
He's from India.
here.
Mm-hmm.
He said something like, no, I think that's Pakistani, man. You know Pakistan?
Yeah, it's I think
have-
a neighbor country of India.
He said, wait, I don't know. I forgot what. Let me see.
What is that?
Oh my god. Oh, wait, he said something, but I just forgot. But it was a bad word. Fuck it. God.
I compiled it.
But we want to say array dot elements. Really? I still can't. Argument of type.
Oh, it's that easy. Okay, wait.
What?
Okay, so we're not using body. Okay.
Wait, what? Oh.
Oh, you're in Discord right now?
Wait.
Watching on Discord right now.
Hey, what's up, man, Mitra?
What's up?
Hello.
Hello. Nice.
What are you guys doing, man?
Argument of type
Shit, who?
string name, string elements, null, is not assignable to parameter of type or runtime. Property value is missing in type string name
Where are you
elements
from, man?
required in type. What?
I'm from India.
Oh, you both. Nice.
South or north?
No, I'm from the west. Where are you from?
So from India.
From South, Rajasthan, Delhi. From where? कहाँ से हो?
HR. Anyone know Unreal Engine?
I tried to learn Unreal, but I'm too dumb for it.
I'm not too dumb for it, but it needs a lot of space.
Yeah.
So, sorry, source hungry.
Oh shit,
But it is not working.
Why is it not?
So, shit. Where is animation BP? Okay.
Assignable to parameter of type runtime. Type array literal is missing the following parameter type of runtime. Type.
What the? Why the fuck isn't my Unity working?
Ah!
You can share your screen if you want.
Exports
It says
interface array value
Oh,
extend to this.
I found it.
Have to type
I am from a small country called Iran.
name, which is the string, and then our
Yeah,
elements.
Oh my god, my parents are from Iran, man.
No way. Are
Oh.
Which is a type statement.
bana selam.
Oh, manam amito. İraniye man enqdr خوب نیستش.
اشکال نداره.
Okay. So arrays are supported in the value type.
ایران بودم وایسا چند سالم فکر کنم نمیدونم تو ایرانی چی هستش 10 من 10 بودم I don't know so وایسا
As array val, which we pass the name and the elements. Okay, and then in our values,
چند سالته آقا
من 12.
oh
we want to pass in array val. Okay. That, and then in our interpreter, we need to update this to add the missing import. Let's format it. Okay, let's also refactor the way that this looks.
خب یونیتیم ریده. لعنت
And our
بهشون.
statements.
maybe
Let's refactor this.
نمیدونم تو ایرانی چیه
Okay.
میتونم استریمن بکنی
Okay.
Alright, so now we can say info test array. I think? I hope so? Or, you know, just errors. Oh! That's close.
دارم یک کلیکش میکنم.
دوباره ولی یک
Grab the test array.
یه بار. بذار یونیتی ها
0, so that should print out
بذار یونیتی
the first object.
اوکی
با مک میکنی مک.
Oh, why is that purple? Error, invalid function call kind.
مکبوک داری تو؟
مکبوک برو
اوه.
So what if
آرمان زندگی
we
میکنی؟
have
مامانم با بابام
test
ایرانی هست.
array? That should
مادرت بیار
not error?
آورد ای بابا نیاورد این چی؟ لعنت به این زندگی این چیه؟ این چیه؟ This project is not valid بابا یعنی چی این پروژه ولید نیست؟ این ولید تر از صورت خودت به یونیتی اینو بهم بده ببینم با این
Okay.
کار میکنه
So we're passing the wrong thing.
ای بابا میخوام ورژن اما عوض
So,
کنم میاد میگه دوباره این
In the
ولید نیست
parser.
لعنت اون منه ها اومدیم یکم یونیتی یونیتی درست کنیم یونیتی هم نمیداره بذار یه فایل جدید بذارم شاید کار کنم
نه شاید.
زود
اسم تو چیه؟
اسمم رضا
رضا؟
آره
واقعا؟ من بابا هم همینطور. اسم من مهیار هست.
اسم قشنگ
مرسی.
What if we just call instead of printing, we just call test array?
به خدا خسته شدم کار کن
Oh. Wait. No, that's from the parser. That's because we're console logging.
به خدا بگه ولید نیست میریزم سر کسایی که یونیتی رو ساختن دارم اوور آها وایسا یس
باز شد؟
داره میاره زده اوپن پراجکت حالا اگه باز نشه میگه واقعا میریزم سر این کسایی که یونیتی رو ساختن فکر کنم مشکلشو فهمیدم من چرت و پرت زیاد دارم برنامه بعدش هم حجمم پر شده فکر کنم برای همین باز نمیشه
آره میتونم اوکی آره میتونم
چقدر چرت و پرت پرحجم ترین رو پیدا کنیم بزنیم از زندگی حذفش کنیم این به درد نمیخوره این از این دیگه چه چرت و پرتایی داریم
Let's look at our value script here.
پریزما استودیو چیه؟ من که اینو ریختم دیگه چی حجمش زیاده obsidian دیگه چی؟ من کی اینا رو ریختم مثلا؟ توی آشغالی من لپتاپم اپله برای من مایکروسافت من لپتاپم اپله برای من نوشته مایکروسافت تیمز مایکروسافت ریموت خدا وکیلی این لپتاپ فکر کنم ویندوز زیر لپتاپ اپله
تو ایران شما ایرانی نه انگلیسی تمرین میکنین؟
آدما بعضیا میخوان برن اطرافی یا جایی کار کنن انگلیسی رو یاد میگیرن ولی 90% دیگر رو نه. من بدون کلاس رفتن یاد گرفتم انگلیسی.
واقعا؟
آره.
چجوری یاد گرفتی؟
فیلم دیدم، فیلم انگلیسی.
آره
آره کم کم حرفاشونو گرفتم اون موقع.
خیلی بهتره.
خب بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. جان مادر هر کی دوست داری بیا. داره میاره یا نه؟ نیاره با تفنگ میرم سراغ کسایی که یونس رو ساختن. دیگه شوخی ندارم. دوباره شروع کرد.
نمیشه؟
بذار ببینم. داره برنامه هم پاک میشه تازه من اسکول. 2 ساعت منتظرم تازه نوشته loading internal domain with users لعنت به صورتت یونیتی.
But why can't I see those values?
Hello.
Hello.
پاک شد؟
شدش؟
داره فکر کنم کم کم آورد. بسم الله نه آورد بسم الله
Or expression array.
اوکی بس
Or
خب خدای شکرت.
undefined.
هنوز داره لود میشه ولی شانس ما.
Is there anyone know Unity and C#?
I'm not good
Look.
with C#.
Very well.
Oh shit.
I know Unity but I'm very terrible at C#. Yeah.
Okay, no issues.
چه غلطی میتونیم بکنیم؟ این بسگی بکنه من.
So it can either be equal to an expression or a statement array, but it's equal to an array.
دراز.
What you guys are doing?
I am trying to make a game in Unity.
I'm learning Python right now, so yeah.
Nice.
And what are you doing?
I am heavy stuck in somewhere, so I was thinking someone.
But we also
can
want to push it.
help me out.
Where you stuck?
We also want to push it
I am
into
stuck in
oh yeah, the statement.
Unity C#.
What's the problem? Maybe
Yeah,
I should figure out.
Share your screen.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me show my screen.
Okay, I'm gonna
Is
turn
it
off my
visible?
stream. Yes, I think.
Yeah.
So, this is my game, and what I want to do.
Oh my god, there's so many streams going.
This,
Very nice,
this, yeah. These are the waypoints. Okay. This yellow points are my waypoints, and when I click my play button, then it will go to the point and then stop. But the problem is it is adding here 999.
Does everybody has my voice?
What?
Why? Okay, so we're getting now a return
the
type of the
problem.
array.
So-
It is returning the values, but we're not actually grabbing the
I am
values
stuck in
themselves.
this. You have something. It's 6 and then it will add here. Then when it will move to 12, then it goes 18. When it moves to 18, then it goes 24. And it is going. And the script is here. Wait, let me. Yep.
Wait,
This function is over here. It is only doing the calculation part, and it is updating from update method. So how can I solve my problem?
I have no idea. Maybe I think the dev Connor is good. Like I think he's a good coder.
Who?
So maybe the dev Connor. I don't know.
I tried. I tried solving this
tried.
issue yesterday, and I could not figure it out for the life of me, as well.
Oh.
I originally thought that it was just that he wasn't setting the values correctly back to 0, but that wasn't it. And I just could not, for the life of me, figure out what was the what the issue was.
Yes.
Alright, so in the values, let's get rid of this null expression. Let's have return.
Okay, no issues. Thank you.
But it's not possibly undefined. Oh, here it's possibly undefined. Now we'll fix this. Okay, we're closer. We're getting closer. We just now need to actually get the objects inside of this here. What if we use info? Shouldn't matter, should just return the same thing. Yeah, what about trace? What about if we use this is gonna be so stupid, but really funny if it actually works. No, it doesn't work. Damn. Oh wait, maybe. Hold up. If we input, if this works, it's gonna be funny as hell. And then now we're gonna say info user input.
Oh shit, why did I leave?
No shot that works. No shot at all. Damn. I thought that would work. Debug. Well, that doesn't work yet because I haven't set that up.
Oh.
I am. کوکیت برای 2 ثانیه.
This is annoying.
چی گفتی؟
دیسکوردم ترکید. لپتاپم داشت پرواز میکرد انقدر فلاش سود میکرد.
Me update.
نه شوخی میکنم اونقدر ضعیف نیست. من تو حالا یه بازی خوبم نسبتاً
نه تو نمیدونم تو ایرانی چیه تمرین بکن اگه تمرین میکنی یه بازی خیلی خوب میکنی
اوکی خیلی عجب غریب بودی
Give me a second. I'm over in Discord trying to send a message. Alright, hold up. Do I have better Discord? Alright, I'll do that part off stream.
خب ببینیم چه غلطی میتونم دیگه بکنم. آها C#. اوکی.
Let me update the repository.
ریجیکاری شخصیتم اشاره
Let me commit that. Let me sync that up.
چه غلطی
Alrighty. Thanks for anyone that was watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know we just kind of went through and made the examples, or this test.ql script, just the example script. I'm going to be working on arrays more and trying to get that implemented correctly. But with that said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.